thing on. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Once again, live on Twitch. It's Saturday night. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day, night, or whatever it is in your neck of the woods or in your part of the world. Once again, you're tuned into another episode of Bose 831 Gaming live on Twitch, and you're tuned in to a continuation of Bose 831 Gaming's Twitch live stream series. We're playing Farming Simulator 22, and we are on the Alma, Missouri map. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. And without much further ado, before we get into it, I'm going to have to do a little setup to get you up to speed with where we're at since we last were tuned in. As I did indicate at the end of last week's episode, we were going to continue to do some field work off camera. We did get all of that finished, and we have now finished fertilizing. I don't know why I can't get the word out here now, but we did end up fertilizing our grass fields, the combined fields of 38, 37, and 40, and 36, 30, 39, and 35. We finished doing the same on field 3, so this should show, let's see here. I don't know if it's not going to show me the fertilized state here, is it? No. Okay, what is field 3? Field 3 is showing me a different status there. I need to go check that out. Also, I've been very busy working on some other things off camera. I finally made a decision on whether or not we were going to jump into the sugar cane business, and I've decided that we are going to go ahead and jump into the sugar cane business. So that means that we needed to acquire additional farmland, which I have done. And if we go back up to the map, we have acquired field 31. We off camera, field 31 had a section of land that had forestry that kind of went up here from kind of where my cursor is at now, and I went through this region, deforested this region. Then we painted the field texture in this region. We plowed the entire field, and we're now in the process. I intended to get this done off camera, but was not able to complete it. But we're in the process of clearing the rocks from this region. So that's kind of where we're at now. I'm using the modded stone picker by Mac Trucker 921. This is not a realistic stone picking operation because in the interest of time I was trying to get it done quickly, but off camera, but still it's not able to, so we're going to go ahead and finish that up now. And as the guys that's been following me enough know, I also don't like to do field work at night, but my original intention was to get all of this done off camera, so when we came on camera, we'd be doing some of this stuff in the daylight hours, and I could just tell you what I did off camera, but didn't quite fully work out that way. So here's where we are right now. So we just going to finish up the stone picking here because we're preparing this field for planting. We have a couple of fields that we need to do planting in at the moment, and I want to get both of those fields in about the same place so then we can work on the putting lime down and doing our planting and fertilizing at the same time on both of these fields. And again, my apologies here that I wasn't able to get this done off camera. Under normal circumstances, if we were doing pre-recorded videos, this would probably be an area where I would put a jump cut in the video and just show you what I'm doing. Then we jump cut to when I'm finished doing it. But unfortunately, since I'm doing a live, we don't have that luxury, so you're gonna have to kind of sit here and watch while we go finish up doing our stones, and then we'll go to the next stages of the process and getting our fields prepared and whatever else we need to do. The planting window is getting a little smaller now for some certain crops because I want to get all this stuff done as early as possible in the season, so that when it comes to harvesting time, I can also do my harvest early in the season. And as you can see, well, you will see here shortly once we finish with the stones. And when you're doing stones, you're not going to make a lot of money off of collecting stones. It's just part of the necessary processes to get your fields prepared. If you have stones turned on in your game, you could turn stones off or on from the game settings menus. There are some game settings that are optional. And I don't know if I ever, well, I think I did when we first started, go over what my game settings were going to be for this series. But one of the settings is that you have stones turned on. And again, I'm doing the stones in an unrealistic manner right now. If you want to see the realistic manner I have in just a second here, I'll show you what equipment you would use. But if we were doing that right now, it would literally take us a couple of hours to do what I'm doing now. But in the interest of time, I'm trying to speed this up and get this done as quickly as we can tonight, because this is not going to be the entirety of the episode of us doing stone picking. Excuse me. This is at least where we're starting at now. Again, also my apologies for the dark video because we're doing field work at night. But this is the only bit I'm going to do at night. We're just, once we finish the stone, I'm going to go ahead and advance time a little bit so we can at least get to some daylight hours, and then we'll just go ahead and work on our other field work stuff. I just wanted to make sure, doubly sure, that I didn't miss on one window for planting the sugar cane, and I wanted to make sure we were able to get it done and down as early as possible in the planting season, so that way when the harvest season comes around, our harvest season will also be early. And that way, as I expand our farm operations, I have more days in the harvest season available to me to work on the different crops that we're going to have ready to harvest. And I already see a little small problem area here. I just saw a little spot of grass that might present an issue that I'm going to need to come fix. Where is it at? I saw it right there. Hold on. Yep. That's an area missed. Alright. Plow, plow, plow. Oh, one other major thing I forgot that you guys probably noticed right just now, as we're coming into this shot, we also off camera we did go ahead and replace our hay bale storage with the same hay bale storage building that we have on our old cow barn, or our farm number 2. We also have that hay bale storage building now on our main farm, and that's the 500 bale capacity bale storage building. This is also a modded building. Alright, so now we're going to grab our plow real quick. Wrong button. We have a minor issue that we need to correct real quick that I missed when I was doing my plowing, apparently. And I'm glad we caught it now, and I don't know why it didn't show on the heads up display, but oh, actually it does now. I see the little green dot there now. In fact, there's a couple of little green dot spots now that are all of a sudden showing up there now. Interesting. And we're gonna create fields, lower plow, and just scrub that one again real quick. That should fix that. And it looks like we got another little spot straight ahead. Let's see if we can see where that's at. Somewhere over here. I don't visually see it. So we're just gonna kind of have to play it by ear. So I'm gonna lower the plow. Let's see. Gonna stamp it out by accident. Alright, there we go. Let's see. Okay. That looks a little better. That looks like we might have got it. Alright, and I'll leave this guy parked here and lit up so that we can kind of see where we need to go. I'll try our stone picker back up and keep it moving. And we're going to go dip down here a little bit real quick and clean this back up. As you can see, we're almost done. Not that far off from where we need to be. Alright, let's turn on some more lights there, so now we got more lights, so it should be a little bit better on what you can see. Oh, the other thing I forgot to add was that we leased the tractor that we're using for operating the stone picker. Uh, because both the stone picker I'm using now, well, not really a stone picker, but the plow that I used to plow this field was we leased a much larger plow than the one I have here. Uh, that required a tractor with much more horsepower, so that's why we have that John Deere lease right now. But now that we're finished plowing and stone picking, we can go ahead and return that as well and go ahead and advance the day where we can get all those dark operations that we're doing now. Try and get that hitch back up. We're just going to stay out here right now. Just leave that in the weather. Let's go to our lease items. And we can return all these things right here. We had also leased the devour trees. That's part of what we used to quickly clean up the forestry area I was referencing earlier. We don't need that anymore. We don't need the stone picker anymore. And the John Deere 9530 RT, we no longer need that right now, so we can go ahead and return that lease item as well. Also, off camera, I forgot to add that in the process of placing this bale storage, we did sell a number of our bales that we had that were kind of overstocked, that we didn't necessarily need as many of, and that's why, if you notice, our bank balance is now $1,845,691, and that's not excluding the money we spent on some lease purchases, some of the items that you also saw, plus a few other items that I've already turned in for. But still good. Now we're ready to go ahead and advance time and move on to the next day. Before I hit that button, one more other thing we wanted to check real quick. Let's look at the crop calendar, and you can see what the planting window is for sugar cane. It's we only got 2 months. We only got the months of March and April to get that down. Some other crops that also are in that window, as you can see here, are sugar beet, potatoes, sunflowers. Follow that same schedule, as well as oat. And we got a small wheat planting window here, but we already have wheat down, so we don't have to worry about that part. In some cases with the fields, we could do some double cropping. I'm thinking now here, I'm looking at my oat field. We may be able to do some double cropping on that one with grass or something here, because we could put the oat down between April and May. And no, we won't be able to, will we? Let's see. We put the oat down in March and April, harvest in July and August, then September, October, then we have September, October, and November. November to get some grass down and get some grass growing. Then December, January, and February we won't be able to do much of anything because of the winter season. and then March we would have to plow, and I'm gonna play with that though and see if maybe I just have to make sure that we would be something I have to put in the Rolodex so that I don't forget. Is that we need to change that the crop that's in that field in March. But as soon as we harvest, we could, but we would have to plow and then plant grass and do that all right after we harvest in July and August. All right, just thinking out loud. All right, let's go ahead and sleep now. All right, good. We have some daylight hours. Still have rain. Rain doesn't affect some of the field work stuff that we're gonna need to do, but it will affect if we need to harvest or and we don't have any fields that are ready to harvest at the moment. You got wheat that's growing on field 4. Canola is on field 12. Field 11 is another field that has yet to be planted, so there's definitely something we can do there. The grass fields on field 3 should flip to a growing state here. The grass fields regrow automatically. Alrighty, but it's a new day, so we got some farm work to do. Let's go ahead and get that started. Since we're already here, let's start with the horses. And I'm also rethinking now. I really like this modded stable, but now that I've had a chance to kind of utilize it a little bit and kind of mess around with it, it's a bit too big for my needs, and I'm not really using all this extra space right here. It's really neat, but since we're not doing a horse-based playthrough, and we're not gonna own a lot of horses, it's kind of way more than what we need on the farm for what we want to do. So I think what I'm gonna do also right now is we're going to, and hopefully this doesn't completely reset the horses, but if it does, oh well, because we want to do something different here with the stable and the horses. So here's what we're going to do there. Let's go to our animal transport screen. And we just need something that'll support our 2 horses. We'll set standard, and we're gonna lease that bad boy real quick. And we'll take our fastest tractor, which is a John Deere, And we're gonna go to the shop, pick up that transport trailer. First we need to park this trailer. Quick trip to the shop, and we'll do it the tricky way. Here, again, this is all in interest of saving a little bit of time, so we'll just go here. And just reset the vehicle to the shop, and then there we are. Let's go ahead and grab this transport trailer. And then we'll head back to the main farm. I forgot to turn the beacons on there. Once we get to the main farm, I'm sure you get the gist of where I'm going here, or where I'm headed. But the idea here is we're going to go ahead and get rid of the large stable that we have with the equestrian ring. I don't know what you would call it, whether it's equestrian field or equestrian range or something like that. Well, I'm not sure officially what you would call it, but the equestrian center inside the building. Like I say, it's a really neat mod, but it's just takes up way too much space, and I'm not using most of the features of that set on a regular basis. But if you're really into horses and you would spend a lot of time doing the horses, it's really cool. It's, for those of you just tuning into the series, this part right here, this canopy part, is retractable. It folds, pops out, or folds in. Here, the roof also opens or something like that. Let's show you these things one last time here before we close it up, close everything out here. I'm gonna go ahead and close the awning. You can see that happening in real time. And all that does is retract. As you can see, that could be covered or that could be an open space. This controls the lights. And you also have shutters. The shutters are in the ceiling, and they can open and close. That's closed. You hit there, that opens, and that brings a little more light in, and you can see outside. Also, again, all very neat. This is not way more stable, horse stable than what we need for what we're doing on this playthrough. Alright, where are we? Like I said, I like this is a really neat building. I like here you got your horse feed. You got your placement for your straw. Your horses give you manure. That's the manure right now, but manure doesn't really play a role in this game because I don't have enough horses for that to be a factor, and I'm not going to be playing with that many horses at any one time. So all of that is really a non-factor for what we're doing, at least for this series. Alright, so we're doing the unfold livestock trailer, open animal dialogue, and there's our two horses, Star and Taylor, and we're gonna move to trailer, move Star to the trailer, and select, and we're gonna move Taylor to the trailer as well. Unfold the trailer. And both our horses should be in the trailer now. And if we go to the animal dialogue, as you can see, we don't see the horses on this screen anymore. And that's what we're looking for. And we want to go ahead and go into build mode now. And we're going to go ahead, if we can get this highlighted. And we can sell the stable for $120,700. Yep. Okay, it's been sold. We got $120,700. And we're going to place a different stable. So let's go in the build mode in the animals, horses. And let's look at placing a different, smaller stable. Might even place the one that we originally had here. Let's see how much. That was pretty big as well. These are our other options. That one's actually, that's the cheapest of the ones, but we could also do the base game. One of the base game ones. You got this one. This large horse barn holds up. Okay, the Alma, Missouri one holds up to 16 horses. The large base game one holds up to 14 horses. The small base game one holds 8 horses, and then you got the open horse pasture that only holds a maximum of 5 horses. I think what I'm going to do is now we're going to go back and place the original Alma, Missouri one that we had here at the outset of the game. I just got, because it's such a large building here, it's still messing with my camera angles and stuff, so it's making it difficult to precisely place it how I want to, and that's a little vexing, but we'll play with it a little bit here. We still want to kind of probably place it close to where we had the previous building at, but just giving us a little extra space here and there on both sides. I still want to have a little bit of a corridor between there and the greenhouse, so that gives us some options when moving around the field, between the fields and the farm. So let's kind of move that over a little bit here. Like about right there. And I hope we didn't do any weird landscaping stuff. Let's see. Or appear to have alright, so now other than that we just need to do some landscaping, clean up ourselves. Actually, I like that just the way it is. Kind of paint a little bit of oops, press the wrong button here. Paint a little bit of a roadway here, so let's go to our painting. And we're to the side, but I'm gonna just keep this other piece here exactly where it's at. Go ahead and paint that a little bit. Alright. I'm just gonna paint this little roadway like right alongside the stable. Like that. And the only question from here is like, since the footprint around the building is all this dark brick color, we'll just go ahead and keep that in line with how the building has it, but we'll just put the white concrete outside of that. Whoops, I didn't want to line that up a little. I'm really doing a poor job of lining that up, but we'll come back and clean that up. decide whether I want to. On this side, I think we will kind of shore that up. Actually, though, I might want to paint this all like the gravel texture. Let me see here. Let's go to gravel. I just like the gravel texture a little bit better out here. Yeah. Most definitely. And let's see, then we'll do grass the rest of the way. All this will be grass, and we'll just come back and paint that grass and finish that up. Around here. Trying to think about how I want to paint this. We're gonna do this all grass, homie. Rethinking, I'm the fly, sorry. The little gravel on the outside, just outside the building. The grass elsewhere. Whoops. There we go. And then back to grass. And just clean that up a little bit. And then do some painting, so that, excuse me, plant some grass. Alright, thinning grass. It's a little bit easier when you're planting large areas and you don't have to worry about being neat. Alright, so that's a little better. A little weird-ish here. But I do want to have some variances sometimes, so it at least appears to look a little bit more natural. And then we're gonna go back to our painting. And I like this gravel texture, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue to put some more of that down over here. I actually like that better than this dark texture that comes with the building, so we're just gonna repaint all of that. And we'll keep that inside, I guess, but outside I just want I like the gravel better. So we're just gonna repaint all of that. Probably gonna cut through on the inside there. It'll look a little weird on the inside, but hey, can't always get it super perfect, but let's get close to it. And once again, another episode where I'm sidetracked doing something else I didn't even plan until I went live. You guys that have been watching me long enough already kind of know that's how it goes sometimes. Who knew? My original plan tonight was just going to be the sugar cane planting episode, but now it's also the horse stable reimagined episode. Okay, like that. Actually, I really like that. Okay, then we go back to oops. Landscaping, plants, grass. I just wanted to fix this little patch area right here. Something thicker. clean that up. I like the way it's going. The only thing here is I might want to, let's do here. Continue with our gravel here so that that goes out the road, and that makes a little more sense. There we go. And then over here on this side, we actually can kind of clean this up too. Let's go to the grass. We actually don't need to carry the road out this far. Actually we do. I see, because there's doors over, stable doors over here. I stand corrected. So let's go back to gravel. We kind of overthought that one. We'll just do gravel to here, but we don't need to carry it as far out as we have it. We can kind of reel that in with the grass edge to her. Let's see how far out we need to carry it. We definitely have a definitive line where if we're going to carry a road over here, we want to, how far out do we want to carry it? Because you only need to access these doors, and you would just bring a vehicle around here, and then the other part of that is we do want to have a driveway all the way around the stable, but you would still have a roadway all the way around. So you already know this big area here, we can cover this. That's a done deal. That just kind of goes right into here. So at least know we can cover about this much area. And then it just becomes a question of how far in do we want to bring it. And just kind of drawing that line. First we're just trying to paint the base texture, and then we'll come back and touch it up. And I think that's it. So then we just want to go to plants and put some grass down. I like to plant the meadow grass. That's the grass that grows. So at some point in the future, if I wanted to come through here and mow some of this grass, I could. Don't necessarily believe I will, because we got plenty of grass fields now, but just to know it's cool. I could if we wanted to or needed to for whatever reason in the future. I just like that look clean, more clean looking grass texture than the other meadow grass that looks more wild. To me, this is like more the planted texture of planned grass versus the wild grass. Alright, and we're just going to line that up all the way down here. And that should give us a more textured or nuanced look to this area. And there we go. There we have it. Gonna block that up a little bit. Okay. Next we can now come over here and clean this up a little bit. Alright, so now we got the horse stable placed, and we know we're going to have to work on getting the feed and all that good stuff for the horses. What else do we have here? It's been a while since I worked with the stable here that came with the base map set up. Let's see what I do. What do we have in here? Does this door open? No. These doors here do open. And this leads to the inside of the stable. What are our... Gotta be familiar with where our field points. This door does open here. That opens, it closes. Yeah, that's your feed point there. Do we have any other points I need to be concerned with? These doors open. Okay. And your horse dialogue is here, so we want to open these gates because we're gonna have to load the horses there. What are the other areas of interest here? None of these other doors are functional like in the other stable. This is just a base stable, nothing special. You do have a section in here where you could arguably ride horses inside, but the horses are not very maneuverable, so that we probably won't do that much at all. And that's what kind of makes me feel disappointed about the other stable that we had on the farm that had all the other features built into it. It's really neat, but the way the horse controls are in the game makes it extremely difficult for for that gameplay to be any level of fun or something you want to do all the time, because the horses are so stiff to maneuver and control. But it's still a neat idea. If you could really have that functionality, that would be really cool. Alright, but aside from that, let's go ahead and bring our horses in. Getting all sidetracked here. Let's bring our horses in. Unfold livestock trailer. And open animal dialogue. And select star. Move to husbandry. Taylor. X, move to husbandry. Unfold livestock trailer. And our horses are home. Again, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Oops. Dash counter +1. Then looking at you, we'll be driving vehicles in this area right here. I might do some more work on this road right here, kind of widen that out and expand that a little bit, because it looks like as I'm driving through here, the road would need to be a little bit wider. So, okay. May work on cleaning up, painting that a little bit more. So now if we go back to our animal dialogue, we should see our horses back on here again. There they are, Star and Taylor. They're still 10 months. They still need their daily riding, and that's where we'll jump into now. Because we did all of that just to get this to this point. So here we are. basically, long story short, we probably could have kept the stable that was in the farm when we started as is, but that mod came out around the time, a little bit before this map dropped in, and I had been wanting to use that stable on a playthrough, or at least get a feel for it. And I've used it now, I've had a feel for it, and it's been fun. It's been cool, but had, I've had my spiel with it and just wanted to go back to the stable that was on the map by default. But again, that is a great mod, arguably the best horse stable available in the game right now. And again, it's just kind of disappointing that you can't, well, you can use those features and expand, and that could be used to expand your playthrough. It's just still not ideal because of again, how tight the horse controls are. It's really hard for me to visibly show you, but you can kind of see, like when I'm turning the horse, how slowly they turn, and if you can see my joystick, you can see how much English I'm having to put on my joystick just to get the horse to turn. I know some of that is also a requisite to how fast you're riding the horse. When you're riding the horse, if you're riding slower, he's easier to turn. And I know what they were going for with that, the way the horse is controlled, but it needs to be a lot more precise. And the other thing with that stable, again, which has a lot of potential what could be gameplay changing elements, but because the collision system for the horses and the objects is not very tight. It does those features that were in that stable don't work as well as you would like, or as smooth as you would like. It's just very easy to turn into an object that's visibly not that close to you, but the way the collisions are is just not ideal. But it's really cool. You can see where he was going with that, and it's still a really cool mod. Alright, so we got the horse riding to 100%. Now we just need to return them back to the stable and get them both cleaned up, and we'll be done with the horses. Oh, clipping through a log. Alright, so Star and Sailor both have their daily riding, and fitness and cleanliness are all maxed out, so good. We're done with the horses. Let's move on. Oh shoot, no, not done. They don't have any food. Right, yeah. No food, no straw, so we need to do those two things real quick. One other thing here we got to do. I don't need the fertilizer trailer right now, so let's go ahead and park that. Put the fertilizer trailer in this shed carefully. kids at home don't drive like I do. Alright, and we'll leave. Actually, no, we need the Mr. Bell spike trailer now. We can do this part realistically, or semi-realistically, yeah. Alright, so we need some straw. Let's grab a straw bale. Let's grab one of 50,000 liter bales first. Because right now I just want to, actually we can carry the 2 with this setup here at a time. So let's, no actually I'm not sure, let's find out. So let's grab 2 of the 50,000 ones. Yeah, 2 at a time. Cool. And that was the other feature that I didn't realize that we had with the bell spikes from the CSZ pack, was that the bell spikes are auto load or manual. That was one of the new features added during one of the mod updates a while back, but I just never got to feature it on my playthroughs because I didn't realize that it had that functionality added in one of the updates. But definitely utilizing it now. Then we do the unload bells. And straw, they only need what looks like 6,400 liters, so I did not even need both of the bales. But I was unsure as to how much straw they would need at all, so I just took both of them just to be safe. Alright, so we got the straw. And then the next thing we need to do is just supply the horse food, and then we'll be good. And put the unused straw bales back into the bale storage. And for the rest of the stuff, we're gonna just go with our TLX dump trailer. And first up, let's grab some horse food. I don't know if horse food is what it is called in here, so we have pig food, but we don't have horse food, so we just grab some oat. I guess what we'll rock with here, because that's really what it is as far as the horse food is concerned. And I don't know how much we'll need because we want to fill the horse food up to max capacity at least the first time. And I just realized here that we're going to be driving vehicles all the way through both of these areas, so we actually need to rethink how I got this landscape all together. So we actually need a road going through and through. Oh, there it is. So 23,000 is the max there for the oat. probably want to have a roadway cutting through here. Yeah, so need to remap this whole thing. So with that in mind, me and my OCD part of the brain won't let me stop without correcting this right here. So let's go ahead and figure that out now. The road needs to be about yay wide. And it's actually kind of cool to have the truck here for reference, actually. I do kind of want to have a path through here. And out one of these roads will meet. And then how we originally had this landscape was probably more correct in the first place. So I stand corrected. Now, the only question now is, do I just bring this all the way out and just bring it all solid? And I think that's what we'll do, just cleaner. And it leaves a lot of white space here, but that's still cleaner. The camera's kind of jumping around here, and I'm sorry, but I'm not doing that. This game's doing that for whatever reason. There we go. See the line that's up a little bit better. Alright. I like it. Don't like the have to ride so close to the fence here from our road, so I might even want to widen it out just a small portion. Doesn't have to be perfect, but again, OCD, landscaping, painting. Oh, it's the truck that's making it do that then, huh? As I get close to the truck, the camera starts jumping all around all over the place. Good. Yep, yep. Yeah, that's a bit disconcerting. Alright, I can dig it. We can sell the extra coal that we got back. Alright, and so now we're officially done with the horses. And basically the replacing of the stable and the landscaping associated with that, and we can straight up work on dealing with these cows, excuse me, and then get started on the planning. We don't need the animal transport anymore. That's done. And we're already late to the episode when we haven't even done our animal stuff yet, so let's go. Okay, I don't know why the toolbox is. I thought we put that in the shed, but I guess it decided it didn't want to stay in the shed. Alright, and we're feeding cows. Feeding the cows TMR. Alright. Let's see where we're at. Going over to checking out the cows in the old cow barn first. That's where the location where we're at now, which is on farm number 2. And we need to give the cow straw and water on this one, because this cow barn doesn't have automatic water refill for their cows, so we have to do this one manually. why it's not sensing water. And water trigger's not popping up here. Not sure what's happening there. Alright, 2 boxes down. Alright, let's see if we can figure out what's going on here. Customize. Automobiles, tipper body, log force, add additional liquid tank. So it's saying that it's configured for the liquid tank, but that's slurry spreader, and that's liquid tank. So it's configured for the liquid tank. So what's going on? I don't know. Oh, yeah, I do. Having a brain malfunction. Gotta load it with water before it can load water. Hello. So we gotta get some water before we can distribute water. We can't all be rocket scientists now, can we? I'm just gonna go ahead and fill this water tanker trailer up and just leave it at that for right now. Just getting the water from the lake, it's free. The full water tank is a lot heavier than the empty water tank, so we're right at the limits of the horsepower for our pickup. at this spot here where we can put some water down. There we go, water. I love it when a plan comes together. Yeah, I took 20% of the water, so they really did have a need for some water right now. Alright, we're done there. Only one more thing we need to do here, and that's pull out a straw bale. And it should all be liftable bales at this point. And then we want to go ahead and drop that in here. Alright, and straw is full, food is full, they're fed, they got water, so we're done here. Now we're taking the TMR mixer on a little bit of a road trip. Next stop is the main farm. We're going to mix up a little bit of GMR for the cows. Alright, we're looking for a straw bale. Let's grab and let's go. Oops, dang it. That was oops. Gently use straw bale. I'm just gonna be careful. Have to be more careful about how I'm moving because I don't want to accidentally put it back into the bale storage. There we go. Drop that in there. And that's the main cow barn. Straw's 100,000, so we're good. I still need to keep this bale out for TMR purposes. And silage one. And hay one. Index on silage. Some hay. Some straw. I need to pull out another hay bale, looks like. Alright, so we have our silage. Got TMR. So feed the cows. Alright, the cows have their TMR. And we're going to go ahead and prepare a mix for the next cycle. So let's see if we can do this without messing it up. I got some hay. Let's see if we can get some straw in there. Chilling, that's it. TMR mixer for now. It's not needed at the moment. Alright, that's it for the cows. So the only animals, we got two other sets of chickens and the pigs. Chickens. Some barley. So let's go get some chicken food in the form of do we feed the chicken barley or sorghum? I forget. I think it was sorghum. And in my research, we had determined that barley was probably the better thing because sorghum can actually sell for a better profit than barley. By the way, that's the pig feed. I mean the chicken feed. Leftovers go back in storage. that's everything that we got going on the main farm. Final stop, our final destination is our pig farm. So let's hop over to the pig farm, get the pigs fed. The feed's already ready to go, so we just got to drive through, keep it moving. Alright, so we got that fixed up. Dropping the straw for the pigs. Operating position. Bills. And do unload bills. Let the bills do their magic. Go back to operating position. I actually forgot to check on the sheep. And it looks like they could stand a little bit of touch up on their food too, huh? We'll hit that momentarily as well. It looks like next episode is going to be the planning episode. We didn't get all the planning done, started up tonight. Alright, that's all we need there. And let's hop back over to the main farm. Hop in our TLX 1982. Got one set of activities we need to do real quick here, and let's go ahead and attend to our greenhouses. First, sheep to finish up the animals, and then our greenhouses. That's it. So we need to grab a grass bill. And there we go, grabbing that one grass bill. Alright, that concludes everything that we needed for the sheep. Now let's hop back into XSX Activity 2 and tend to our greenhouses. Let's drop off some TMR. Excuse me, manure. Like we always do. Once we're done with the manure, we'll dump the leftovers back into the pit. Parking the dump trailer, grabbing the skate bed, stake bed. We have it in a water tanker configuration because that's what we need next is the water tanker. Oh, crud. Did not know we were up so late on time. My apologies. I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. You've been tuned in to another episode of Jose 831 Gaming, live on Twitch. Farming Simulator 22, Alma, Missouri map. I'm Bose 831 Gaming on most of your major social media platforms: Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, so on and so forth. And YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram. Episodes of this live stream series will be uploaded to my YouTube channel, typically in their entirety. Same thing applies there. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you love. Let me know what you don't. But either way, let me know. That's the only way I can get better. And I appreciate your feedback. So just let me know how I'm doing. That's all. Like I always say, if you're not having fun doing what you do, then what are you doing? I guess we'll start on the planning this week on the next episode. Because right now we're about to go through all the water. Boom, 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 boom. That's going to be a wrap right there, probably. Yep, it's time. You've been tuned in to Bose 831 Gaming live on Twitch, Farming Simulator 22, Alma, Missouri. And we're out of here. Have a good evening, everyone. And I will catch you on the flip side.